the gonads. Ouch. Oh, my quad. The glass is half empty and Jenga. What? Today we're breaking down and reacting to all of the crazy medical mishaps and what I am told are expensive injuries from life lessons gone terribly wrong. All right, let's dive right in.
Holy.
Oh, gas. Oh my gosh. I've had patients come in where they actually use gasoline to clean up their hands relating to like paint and stuff like that. They actually use it like as a paint thinner and it can really mess with your nerves. So please don't do that. Obviously you need to like figure out how to clean this up. If you ever go to a gas station and it looks like there's sand all over the ground, it's related to the fact that they had to cover off a spill. Oh, right in the gonads. Ouch. Two injuries that I worry about in this situation. One is injury to the groin. You can actually fracture your pelvis. You can snap that pretty good with that type of speed. Obviously, you potentially hit your balls, which will actually cause a significant amount of pain, especially into the abdomen. You increase the risk of causing significant trauma and bleeding to these areas. You can also hurt the mons pubis, which is the area where your pubic hair is. If it is actually higher in the abdomen, you always worry about intra-abdominal organ injury relating to bleeding, contusions, hematomas.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Oh, he just went through the sheetrock. Oh, now you have to worry, okay, you broke the wall, which you need to fix. How's your back or whatever area of the back or body that got injured? You see him holding his lower back, so you do get concerned with that. There's a lot of mechanisms that go into how easily or not easily this is able to be broken. Your soft tissue hurts, you gotta make sure there's no fractures, and obviously make sure the individual is fine. Nice car. Oh man, did he just snap the windshield? Holy cow. I don't see an injury, but we do get a lot of people that come into the emergency department with car accident injuries with a lot of glass stuff. But we typically see it from the other side where somebody might spider the windshield, meaning like their head hits the windshield. And I've seen, you know, where there's, give me photos where there's like blood in the windshield or pieces of hair in the windshield. Most of the time when somebody comes in with glass on their body, in their body relating to a car accident, it's usually from the other windows that pop out, not normally the windshield itself because it stays intact. Oh! Oh man! The thing I think about is, did he hit his head? Did he hurt his coccyx, which is the bone that you would land on if you fall on your butt? Those are the injuries that I think of, but probably his pride is actually hurting the most. Oh my gosh! What is happening? What? Falling on asphalt, the abrasions. I've fallen on asphalt and tore up my skin. Awful. Unlikely that he has any fractures, but if there's an area that hurts when it comes to the emergency department, we will do an x-ray just to confirm. And then sometimes you get like road rash in there, like pieces of gravel inside the wounds. You got to really clean them out really well. Sometimes you have to anesthetize the area or do a nerve block to be able to clean it out. Oh, get away from that. Oh! You gotta be so careful. That was probably one of the stupidest things you probably could do. You should definitely be wearing hard hats in these situations. So with all that dust that's coming there, people are gonna potentially breathe that in. And if you're an asthmatic, you can set off an asthma exacerbation, aka asthma attack. And then obviously if you're breathing into your lungs and there might be asbestos there, you increase the risk of developing masses and having chronic lung disease. So a lot of bad things. I don't see anything good coming from this. Oh geez, oh geez. Get a better handle. Snap. You can see the guy closest to us on the left bending down with the knees really good. The other guy looks like he's more bending over. Don't know exactly this technique, but please be careful. You don't want to lift from your back. You want to lift with your legs kind of straight up and maybe not have earbuds in there while you're working so you can communicate with your buddies. Right when the slip happened, that's when you should just put it down and get re-gripped. You can see his hand's not even on the bottom. They tried to use it as a pivot point and snap. Oh, I thought that, ouch. Oh, man, you think about like fracture of the elbow, fracture of the wrist of that left hand as it's coming down, maybe a snapped vertebrae of the neck, fall with an outstretched arm. Okay, you got to be really careful. Your basic instinct is to try to brace yourself, but a lot of times that's what actually snaps. And we see a lot of people that have a distal, radial, and ulnar fracture of the wrist and it just snaps really easy when you have that much weight falling on it. I mean, that looks like fun, but if I'm watching, it's probably not going to be good. Oh, oh, it's on fire. Get out of there. I would just get out. Get out of the vehicle. Look at all that smoke going in there. I do see people that come to the emergency department after getting exposed to fumes from fires to get checked out. Usually you can get like a pneumonitis or bronchospasming of the lungs. Typically we'll get an x-ray. Most of the time it's very clear, but you may need to have like a bronchodilator or something to help with breathing. Here you got to be careful because there's potentially toxic fumes related to whatever is burning. And then very rarely is it going to explode, but there's always a chance. So I would get away ASAP. Oh, oh, that could have been so bad, and it probably was really bad. Holy cow. Dropped the glass window. It almost smacked these guys in the face. Shattered. Now you have glass that could potentially go into your eyes because they're not wearing eye protection. Hopefully there was nobody down below. Imagine they would have slipped and fell, but they both look like they're harnessed in. You can see the one yellow strap on the other side, and then you actually see a piece of it coming on the near side. Oh, camera guy. That actually happens a lot, especially with the stages that are built that high. You're not focused exactly on your footing and you fall. Unlikely to cause serious injury, but could cause a lot of injuries. So you got to be super careful. And then obviously that camera is quite expensive, so that probably just got trashed. It's good that everybody came to check this guy out and make sure he's okay. But you think, okay, elbow fractures, and then also landing weird on a joint in the sense of like you're waiting to land and you're not prepared for it. So you can actually hit in a weird way that can cause a fracture dislocation, say of the femur, aka the hip.
Yet they still couldn't get a good one.
I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad the machine didn't fall on him, but if it did, it increased the risk of massive injuries as well. There's probably blades underneath there because it looks like it's a type of lawnmower, and you can actually cause a lot of injuries with that blade. So good, it didn't hit the back of his head. We get a lot of people that fall backwards and hit the back of their head. You get a counter-coup injury. You can cause a brain bruising. You can cause intracranial bleeding. You can cause a hematoma to the scalp and the skin, a little bit of abrasion, but this guy luckily did not. All right, look at these guys. Okay, they look like professional movers. They have straps on, not a strap on. They have straps on. Oh, once it's gone, it's gone. With these straps, you want to make sure that you're lifting with your legs and not pulling with your back, because you can actually herniate a disc in your back, and then you can, suffer from chronic lower back pain, which is probably one of the #1 reasons on the list of reasons why people are disabled in the United States from working. Pretty expensive fails here. Most of the injuries, thank goodness, aren't too detrimental. Just be careful, and if you ever get into a bad conundrum, injuries, obviously the emergency departments are open 24/7. So if you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out this playlist right here. And as always, please make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.